So in case anybody is wondering, my shirt didn't shrink, I am gay. Please don't get too excited, nobody's won a makeover. I will tell you, LA is one of the few places I feel like I have to say I'm gay anymore. In other cities, I feel like people can just tell. Yeah, but in LA, it can be really hard to tell like who's gay, who's metro, and who's just Armenian. I have been traveling quite a bit, and it's good to be here because I usually perform in really white and rednecky rooms. Yeah, I perform in some rooms that are so white and rednecky, sometimes my act doesn't even feel like an act, it feels like a really long suicide note. And this is the thing, I know everybody's not completely cool with the whole gay thing, but why is it always the most unattractive guys that are worried about gay men picking up on them? I'm serious, it's never the good-looking guy I would actually go for, it's always some big fat trucker-looking guy. And I just feel like, yeah, dude, I really want to rub up on your man boobs. And I will tell you, a lot of people ask me why I do rednecky rooms. I do rednecky rooms because they'll have me, you know what I mean? I don't get asked to do a lot of gay shows because I'm honest about the fact that I don't understand everything other gay people do either. Yeah, like not too long ago I was at a gay pride parade. There were different points I was watching the parade where I remember thinking to myself, this is really gay. Can we take it down a notch, please? I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't understand the gay pride bumper sticker. For anybody that's not familiar, that's a rainbow flag. Yeah, I myself don't have one of these because does my car really have to be gay too? And if you're a guy and you put one of these bumper stickers on like a Mini Cooper, a Mazda Miata, didn't we already know you were gay? And every once in a while I do get suckered into doing a gay show. Like last week I was in San Francisco, did a gay show. And I have to be careful because I can offend other gay people without even meaning to. Like one night I was hanging out outside of a club, a woman walks up to me and starts talking to me. Halfway through the conversation she lets me know she's a lesbian. So I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, did you know I was a lesbian as soon as you saw me? And I was like, no, actually, when I first saw you, I thought you were a man that really let himself go. Sounds like you guys have seen him. I mean her. Wow. So this is the other thing I'm tired of, you know. I'm tired of right now people keep asking me how I feel about Prop 8. That's one thing I'm tired of. You know, everybody wants to know how I feel about Prop 8. And I will be honest with you guys when I say that I was disappointed with the outcome of Prop 8. But not for the reasons that most people might think, but because now my fairy of a roommate won't shut the hell up. And sometimes I feel like nobody wanted to marry you anyway. I mean, go out on a date, meet somebody, and then worry about a marriage that was never gonna happen. And he went to all the protests, the rallies, you know, he went to all of them, and I don't mind if that's what you want to do with your time, you know, I don't judge, I mean, like, that's cool. But the thing that bothered me was where they had the rallies. You know, Santa Monica and San Vicente, Sunset Junction, the gay part of Long Beach. These aren't the trouble spots, people. All you're doing in these areas is clogging up traffic for the people that were already on your side. And I happened to be in Long Beach when they had their rally. You know, I happened to be performing on Broadway, and I walked outside and I saw a guy with a sign that said, "Welcome to California, where chickens have more rights than I do." I felt like you leave those poor chickens out of this. Chickens have miserable lives. They get their eggs stolen. They end up on your dinner plate. Who the hell do you think dies for your low-carb lifestyle, you ungrateful homos? Then he compares it to things that aren't the same, you know, like he compared it to the original civil rights marches. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all, because Martin Luther King didn't stop at Rage for cocktails after. You know, and I get it from both sides right now, because I also have a fair amount of people that will come up to me after my sets and they tell me what it is they hate about gay people, like I'm all of a sudden a suggestion box for the gay community. Yeah, like not too long ago I was doing a show, and after a friend of mine named Fu walks up to me, and Fu's a very funny black comic, but he walks up to me and he says, you know what I hate about gay people? I hate when gay people compare their struggle to the civil rights struggle. So like I said, I agree with that, but he didn't wait for me to say anything, you know what I mean? And I didn't really mind him expressing this, but then he went a little further and he was like, how's it you can compare what your people are going through to my being a slave for 400 years and having to pick cotton? So finally I was like, Fu, when's the last time you picked cotton? You work for the Gap. You fold cotton. Do get tired of it, you know what I mean? And I get tired, I mean, like, I may have come off sounding a little bitter about the marriage thing, and that's maybe because, you know, I'm still at the dating phase of my life, and it's not going very well. It's not, because the only people that ever approach me in bars are really old white men. Yeah, I don't know why this is. I don't know if it's because I remind them of a trip they once took to the Philippines. Maybe a day they walked into a sweatshop and said, I'll take him in the shirt he's sewing. But that's what I get. And a lot of people do mistake me for Asian or Filipino, and I don't usually mind. The only time I get worried is when people ask if I'm Native American, because it always makes me wonder if I've been drinking too much. Yeah, people always want to know what I am, and I will share with you guys. I am Mexican American or Chicano, depending on how you want to put it. Thank you, because I almost dread telling people that, because I always get the same thing. Well, you don't even look Mexican. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot my leaf blower at home. And that's a whole different set of questions, you know, because once you say you're Mexican, people want to know how you feel about immigration. They do. That's what a lot of people ask me about, you know, and that's kind of hard for me to answer, too, as a Mexican-American, because I go back and forth, you know. Some days I'm really pro-Mexican, and I feel like everybody should be able to stay. And some days I'm ready to call immigration just to free up a dryer at the laundromat. I will tell you guys, I am Mexican, but I don't speak Spanish. Sometimes people will boo me for that. I appreciate you guys not doing that tonight. I will tell you, I think I should be exempt from being booed for that, because I grew up gay and Mexican. Yeah, and people don't understand that can be really hard, because Mexicans try to be really macho. So there are some people in my family that, because my parents are cool with the fact that I'm gay, they think that they raised me to be gay. Which is ridiculous, but if that's their point of view, they're welcome to it. And I don't even care if they say it, but I think there's a time and a place for everything. Like, if you think my parents raised me to be gay, that's your business. But I don't think my quinceañera was the time to bring that stuff up. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.